The C in CSS stands for cascading, so it makes sense we discuss the importance of cascading in CSS. To begin, Webster's defines cascade as a steep, usually small fall of water. And while this isn't the best definition in terms of CSS, we are able to gather a general idea of cascading, as in cascading style sheets. What we can take from this definition is the idea of something falling downward. How that applies to CSS can be seen in dealing with CSS rules using the same selector. If you are new to CSS, it may seem strange that there would be occurrences when a selector would be used multiple times in styling a web page. If you have some experience with CSS, it is likely you have seen this before. In fact, it is likely you often see this and have wondered which CSS rule is prioritized to be displayed in the browser. As the word cascading hints, first the browser will look at the rule closest to the top of the CSS file or the first declaration involving a particular selector. Then, the file will be read from top to bottom. Any rules involving the same selector will override any previous rules. Although this concept is pretty straightforward, let's look at a quick example of how this works. Here we have a p element with some lorem ipsum text contained within it. There is a link here to use an external style sheet, styles.css, which we have here. There is a p selector here, and we will use it to assign the background color of p elements a color of green. We'll save it and refresh the page in our browser, and see the CSS rule has taken effect. Now if we go back to our CSS file and add another paragraph selector after, or below this one here, and instead make the background color yellow, when we save this file and once again reload the page in the browser, we can see the paragraph element now has a background color of yellow. Because this selector and rule is listed after this one here, the last one declared, or in better words, the one that appears last in the CSS document, is used. Notice if we move this rule here to before this one, the background goes back to green. Now that is because this rule, the one that styles the background color green, appears last in the CSS document. Now, if we go back to our HTML document and use the p selector in these style tags here to assign the background a color of orange, notice now this CSS rule is used instead of either of the ones in the styles.css document. Lastly, if we declare an inline CSS rule to the p element, the inline rule will take precedence over those contained in both the style tags here and within the imported style sheet here.